Hi everyone, I'm Mehwish, and today the topic I am going to discuss is about the wastewater treatment and biotechnology. Well, in this topic, we'll be studying that how the biotechnology is helpful in treating the wastewater. Let's start with the introduction. Today, a large amount of wastewater is generated from urban and the rural household, you can say household, manufacturing industries, like the industrial ones specifically, agriculture activities. These are very, main source of creating a wastewater. And it has become a major global challenge to treat the sewage efficiently. The sewage treatment plants have been utilizing physical, biological, and chemical treatment methods to treat all kinds of solid waste, toxin chemicals, and the other harmful substances which is present in the sewage. Well, जैसे कि हम जानते हैं that it has been a major global challenge to treat sewage efficiently because they are produced in very large amount. Okay, and the sewage treatment plants, they have been utilizing a physical way, a biological, biological use of the microorganisms and the chemical treatment use of chemicals to treat all kinds of the solid waste. Before they're releasing into the environment, they first be treated in a very different way, like physical, biological, and chemical way, to make it less toxin and start less toxin to the environment. Okay, and the other harmful substances present in the sewage, so they're treated in three different ways. Thus, the main purpose of the sewage treatment plant is to clean the wastewater. Why the sewage treatment is necessary? Why these plants are necessary? Because to clean the wastewater so that it can be released outside to protect public health and the environment. To protect the environment, these plants are needed, and the main purpose of this plant is to clean the wastewater. And what is the role of biotechnology in that case? It is one of the latest technological innovations that use living organisms to improve the performance of existing biological processes and treat sewage effectively. Like with the help of biotechnology, they give us many ideas, they give us many, innovations. There are many innovations that use living organisms in different way to improve the performance of existing, which are already exist biological process, and to improve the performance of existing biological process, the biotechnology play a very efficient and crucial role to treat sewage effectively as well. So if you see how the biotechnology in now, how the biotechnology in terms of wastewater treatment, how the biotechnology is defined in case of wastewater treatment. According to the OECD report, well, the OC stand for the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. This report, the biotechnology for the treatment of waste material is stated as a fermentation using bioreactors, bioprocessing, biobleaching, biopulping, bioleaching, bioremediation, biofiltration, and phytoremediation. Now, what does that mean actually? Like if we are defining the biotechnology in terms for the treatment of wastewater, it must be defined as fermentation. Like what is fermentation? Fermentation is basically a process in which we use microorganism to gain the desired product. Now the fermentation, and that what is that fermentation using? It may be using bioreactors, bioprocessing, and all of these. Now what is bioreactor? Well, bioreactor in case of biotechnology are very specifically designed, bioreactors, or you can say containers that are specifically used for treating, or for getting your desired products, or you can say they are very large container. अगर मैं आपको एक physical और या फिर एक imaginary view दूं, so you can consider a room with a full of many large containers, and these containers are specifically designed to carry out the fermentation processes, and well, similarly in case to carry out many treatment of the waste material and all that. Well, bioprocessing, the term bio means use of living organism. Okay, so bioprocessing means using of living organism to gain the desired product. Biobleaching. Well, if we talk about the bleaching, now bleaching in case of the paper and the pulp industry, This is one of the main leading reason, and you can say it contribute large amount in causing environmental pollution. Because अगर हम एक पेपर बना रहे हैं, we need pulp for that. पेपर पल्प कहाँ से आएगा? सेलुलोज से. सेलुलोज कहाँ से आएगा? वुड से आएगा. So for that purpose, bleaching is used to convert that wood into a proper pulp, and then that pulp is used to make paper. Well, to prevent that pulping, or you can say to prevent, and there are a lot of chemicals that are using in that situation. और फिर उस chemical को इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. And अगर आपने पेपर को proper, अगर if you आप लोग अगर किसी वीडियो पे जाके देख भी सकते हैं that how paper is formed, so it use a lot of water in that. So बहुत सा chemical use किया जाता है, फिर वही waste water again environment में release कर दिया जाता है. So it contains a lot of chemical again, and it contributes to environmental pollution as well. So biobleaching is what? The use of microorganism to, to make your desired product. And biopulping is same. Bioleaching is, to gain the valuable, or you can say to gain to extract the metal from a very low grade ore. Okay, this is the process. But in bioleaching, but by the use of microorganism, again bioremediation, with the help of microorganism, you are contributing you are solving the you are solving the environmental pollution problems as well. Biofiltration, phytoremediation, these all are what phytoremediation is: a process in which the plants, they basically help in contributing the environmental pollution. So how these plants, what kind of plants, in Sin Biotechnology Association YouTube channel, I have already discussed which kind of plants are already, they are cooperating, or they are helping in treating the environmental causes. So you can have that video, you can look at that. या आपको Sin Biotechnology Association के YouTube channel पे easily मिल जाएगा. So this is all about how the biotechnology is defined in terms of waste material, and the microbiological process uses living organisms, जैसे कि bacteria, to degrade waste and convert it into a usable forms. Okay, not this biological process not only uses bacteria to degrade the waste, but they can be converted into a usable forms. So this is all about the biotechnology in terms of wastewater treatment. So use of biotechnology in the sewage treatment. What is the use of biotechnology in terms of sewage treatment? So there are several wastewater treatment methods that is based on biotechnology that are used worldwide, and it includes what? The activated sludge, the tricking filters, the biofilters, and anaerobic treatment. All the methods are the part of biological wastewater treatment, and they use microbes to treat the organic waste in sewage. As I've already defined the biotechnology term in case of sewage water treatment, where we are using the microorganism more efficiently way to treat the sewage water. Now, these are the other types that can be that are basically based on biotechnology, and they are used worldwide to cope with the sewage treatment. Okay, so let's start with an activated sludge. What is this activated sludge? Okay, so if you see here the diagram, yes. So in the activated sludge process, what happened? It's a biological flock of bacteria and protozoa. They are used to metabolize the wastewater organically. What does this mean? That when you're talking about the activated sludge process, what happened? You can just simply consider microorganisms. They are used to metabolize what the wastewater organically. The process contained, wait, let me annotate it with properly point that more clear. Okay, so no, that yes. Okay, so you can see the process contain what? Aerated tanks to keep the flow of oxygen consistent. What is aerated tanks? Aerated tanks mean there's a continuous flow of oxygen, or you can say air. Okay? And one of the features of the process is that the activated sludge is that the solid waste settle at the bottom of the clarified tank along with the flow of liquid waste, which is known as an activated sludge. Now, what is activated sludge? I'll be explaining this briefly in this diagram. Now, thereafter, this activated sludge is brought back to the aerated tank to repeat the aeration process containing the new lot of sewage. Now, what does that mean? Like, if you look at the diagram, well, the activated sludge process consists of two units. One is there is an aeration tank, and to aeration tank there's also another tank that is known as clarified settler. What happened in that? Like in aeration tank, तीन चीजों को add किया जाता है. You can say a raw water, Okay, you can see this is a raw water. This is this is air. Air is continuously added to this tank, and the one more thing that is add into, and the one more thing that is add into the that is added into this tank is basically a biomass. Now, what is you can say a biomass? Okay. Now, what is biomass? Well, I can't write this properly, but you can consider here a biomass. Okay. Okay, so what happened that what is biomass and how? So the point is that in this aeration tank you will have a raw water. You have raw water is the water that is used to be treated. You have air and you have the microorganism which is considered as biomass. And the air is added and there will be a continuously mixing of these three components together so that जो भी आपका जो रॉ वाटर है या जो भी जो भी मटेरियल है वो नीचे सेटल डाउन ना हो जाए ये कॉन्टिन्यूसली यहाँ पे एक यू कैन से क्लॉकवाइज मूवमेंट होती रहती है फॉर द प्रॉपर मिक्सिंग ओके what happened in that as we have added here the microorganism as well हमने microorganism भी ऐड किए हुए हैं ठीक है इसमें आपको छोटे छोटे microorganism भी नजर आएंगे जो ऑक्सीजन का यूज करके अपनी ग्रोथ भी बढ़ाएंगे ठीक है अपनी ग्रोथ भी बढ़ाते जाएंगे और इसके अलावा what will happen how the biomass will be formed that ये जो solid particles हो गए these solid particle what happened that to these solid particle what happened wait, sorry okay so yes तो this is your solid particle okay ठीक है ये एक solid particle आप इसको consider कर लें and to these solid particle small microorganism will be attached okay it will be attached and will convert it into it this will be converted into a proper the solid waste will be converted into an organic matter properly and what happened after that now to this when the solid when any solid material any waste material which is occupied by the several microorganism that term is known as an activated sludge or a wastewater तब आप इसको क्या कहेंगे you can call this an activated sludge or a wastewater and sorry or a biomass what will happen after ये कोई 7-8 घंटे का प्रोसेस होता है एंड 7-8 घंटे तक कॉन्टिन्यूसली इसमें जो है वो सर्कुलर मूवमेंट होती रहती है माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म अटैच होते रहते हैं बायोमास बनता जाता है and what after that the properly 8 घंटे के बाद this the next step is that the water will be transferred to a clarifier settler where what will happen कि जो water along with that water जो पानी साफ हो गया वो हो गया it will be moved out of the container and where is yeah it will move out of the container and the rest the sludge that is जो कि bottom पे settle down हो गया है अब वो क्या वो दो तरीकों से या तो वो जाएगा sludge treatment के लिए properly and the half will be go to the recycle sludge to again continue the process of recycling क्योंकि उसमें अब जो स्लज कंप्लीटली वेस्ट है वो तो कंप्लीटली वेस्ट कंटेनर में चला जाएगा लेकिन देयर मस्ट बी सम काइंड कैसा कुछ होगा मतलब कुछ ऐसा पार्ट बचा होगा जो कि रिसाइकलिंग के लिए इसको जरूरत होगी ये नहीं आप उसको मजीद उसमें वाटर को प्योरीफाई कर सकते हो तो उसमें आधा हिस्सा क्या जाएगा वो चला जाएगा रिसाइकलिंग में एंड द रेस्ट विल बी गो टू द स्लज ट्रीटमेंट प्रॉपर्ली कंप्लीटली दिस इज व्हाट ऑल अबाउट द एक्टिवेटेड स्लज process and next step let's go to the next slide okay so you can see here the triggering filters let me erase this okay so okay triggering filter this is one of the second technique of the biotechnology that is used basically for the sewage treatment. Now, trickling filters, they are either made up of stones or installed with a plastic media. What it basically composed of either stones, a pebble stones, we have कह सकते हैं कोई plastic का media उसमें install किया होता है उस filter के अंदर. And the bed is covered with microorganisms and the slime that is to be purified and microorganism will be used to convert that slime into a properly उसको एक organic waste में बदलना है and a sufficient amount of air this process will also take place aerobically because the microorganisms are using oxygen for its proper functioning at all and sufficient amount of air is passed as it is an aerobic process and water is trickled through the bed pores when microbes act and degrade the sewage. This will be explained in the diagram. I will explain the diagram. And the process known to minimize the biological. Now, this process is known was to minimize the biological oxygen demand, and suspended solid. Now, what this means that this process is used to minimize the biological oxygen demand and suspended solid to minimize it. Okay. So if you look at the diagram here, let me, yes, if you look here, a diagram, okay. So you can see here, this is what the whole hazard tracking filter looks like. आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे एक filter support है. Okay, this is a filter support. Here, this is a food pipe. Okay, and this is this is a filter that is basically stones. Okay, that filter is made up of pebble stone, or you can say plastic media. So that plastic media, you will have a kind of microorganism, and इसमें जो कुछ microorganism जो है वो aerobic होंगे, as well as जो कि deep down the filter होंगे वो क्या होंगे, वो anaerobic होंगे. In the absence of oxygen, they will be working at all. Now, how this will be working? Now, this is the feed pipe. Okay, what will happen? How the water is purified in that case? Through this feed pipe, what will happen after the raw water, the water that is contaminated, that need to be purified, will be added into this feed pipe. And through this feed pipe, you can see it attached here properly. ये देखिए properly आपको एक sprinkles नजर आ रहे हैं. इसमें एक properly hollow structure होगा और ये continuously ये होकर rotate कर रहे होते हैं. Okay, it's not like standing, it's continuously rotating. और ये क्या होता है कि यहाँ से आपने इसको फीड किया रॉ वाटर, यहाँ से भी ये रॉ वाटर स्प्रिंकल की फॉर्म में पेबल्स के ऊपर, पेबल्स मीन स्टोन्स, इन स्टोन्स के ऊपर ये गिरना शुरू हो गया है. अब इसके ऊपर माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स हैं. माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म क्या करेंगे? दे विल ट्राई टू प्यूरिफाई दिस ऑर्गेनिक वेस्ट. उसको एक्टिवेटेड स्लज में बदलेंगे, और यू कैन से उसको बायोमास में बदलेंगे, जो कि और जो भी टॉक्सिक उसकी टॉक्सिसिटी को रिड्यूस करेंगे. एंड आफ्टर दैट व्हाट विल हैपन दैट इसकी ये भी कोई 3-4 घंटे का प्रोसेस है. इट्स नॉट लाइक बहुत ही कोई आराम से ऊपर से उड़ जाएगा और पानी नीचे आ रहा है. नहीं, टेक प्लेस अराउंड 3 to 4 hours to in that case, what will happen? जब वो purification होना शुरू हो जाएगी, आहिस्ता आहिस्ता what will happen? The water will start coming down, toward down. Okay, लेकिन down में there will be an extra filter. Okay, that will only allow the water. You can say that ऐसे भी किस cases होंगे कि water will have a toxic material, and to that toxic material different kinds of microorganisms will be attached, which making a kind of a lumps, or you can say एक lumpy सा structure भी बन सकता है. And in that case, what will happen? Well, microorganisms तो नजर नहीं आते, बट वो उस टॉक्सिक को जमा करना शुरू कर देंगे. सो जमा होते होते क्या होगा, वो एक लंपी सिचुएशन बनती जाएगी, एंड उस फिल्टर्स के अकॉर्डिंग उस फिल्टर में सिर्फ वाटर जा सकेगा. विद वो जो लाइक द वेस्ट विल बी इट विल बी गैदर्ड अपस्टेयर ऑफ दिस फिल्टर सपोर्ट, एंड द वाटर विल बी कलेक्टेड इन दिस चैम्बर, एंड इट विल बी रिमूव आउट ऑफ दिस आउटलेट एज वेल. This is how the tricking filter takes place, and this is all about the tricking filter. Well, one more point I want to add here is that that towel would be continuously, it should be continuously moisture. If it becomes dry, what will happen? The microorganism will not function appropriately, and they will even die as well. So this is all about the trickling filter, and the next. You can see here, this is the same diagram regarding to this trickling filter. You can see here is an oxygen or air is provided, or this is all about the, wait a second. You can see this is a domed enclosure, and this is how your sprinkling distributor is this. And this is whole the media, and the media is coming down, and this is divided into chamber as well. And the one that is जो कि filter हो गया है, it will come out and will settle the clarifier, जो कि sludge में जाना होगा वो sludge की तरफ चला जाएगा. One that's to be recycled, वो recycle process दोबारा जाके दोबारा यहाँ पे enter होगा speed pipes, and it will move out, and the whole process will continuously take place. This is sorry. Okay, so okay, there's the third reactor, which is membrane reactor. And what is this membrane reactor and how this take place? Sorry, you can see here that membrane bioreactor is the third technique of the biotechnology that is used to treat the sewage. And it basically how, well, this membrane, the term membrane means it will use either ultrafiltration, ultrafilters process, or a microfilter membrane to filter the the solid waste or the water. How it filter? It acts as a microfiltration system. Micro mean it will not allow even a small minute quantity of the micro you can say a micro solids, and it will have its separating suspended solid as well. जैसे कि अब दिस इज अ फिल्टर, जब भी एक फिल्टर की बात आती है तो ऑब्वियसली आपके माइंड में एक ही बात आती है कि फिल्टर क्या करता है, सिर्फ उस चीज को जो कि लाइक इट विल अलाउ वाटर टू पास थ्रू इट और एनीथिंग दैट इज प्योर, एंड द रेस्ट जो कि सॉलिड वेस्ट होगा या कोई भी लम्पी मटेरियल्स होंगे या कुछ भी जो भी बनेगा जो माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म को कन्वर्ट करेंगे इसको ऑर्गेनिक मैटर्स में, इट विल स्टे आउट ऑफ दैट थिंग एंड द वाटर विल स्टे, इट विल पास थ्रू दैट फिल्टर, and the same, it functions the same. It helps in separating suspended solid. A highly advanced filtration system is capable of separating high quality effluents. The water is entering into the the reactor, and उसमें जो है वही system है कि जो purified water will pass to the filter, while the rest of the thing will be stay behind of that, वो bioreactor में ही रह जाएंगी. And it is also capable of separating nutrients as well. You can see how the word I use the ultrafiltration because it uses ultrafilter. It works with ultrafiltration mechanism as well. क्योंकि microfilters उसमें use होते हैं. Micro mean कि वो बहुत minute quantity में अगर कोई lump नजर आएगा तो वो उसको allow नहीं करेगा गुजरने में. ठीक है, अब ये देखिए इसके भी दो यूनिट्स हैं, आप ये देख सकते हैं सिंपली. दिस इज अ बायोरिएक्टर. Okay, that bioreactor contain membrane filtration tank as well. You will यहाँ पे ऐड कर देंगे जो भी आपका मिक्सचर होगा, जो भी रॉ वाटर होगा वो ऐड किया जाएगा. माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म भी इसके अंदर होंगे, ठीक है, और वो उसके साथ प्रॉपर रिएक्शन करेंगे, वो स्लज बनेंगे, एंड ऑल द प्रोसेस विल देन द नेक्स्ट प्रोसेस ये होगा कि इट विल पुश आउट एंड वो मेम्ब्रेन फिल्ट्रेशन टैंक से पास होगा जो भी आपको वाटर है, एंड दैट मेम्ब्रेन फिल्ट्रेशन टैंक में क्या होगा कि जो सॉलिड होगा वो रह जाएगा पीछे, एंड द वाटर विल कम्स आउट ऑफ द रिएक्टर. अगर आप यहाँ देखें, this is a bioreactor. Okay, so your bioreactor, and the bioreactor is the attached membrane filtration unit, and जो भी आपका जो and the one more point is that कि जैसे कि मैंने आपको पीछे बताया कि जो चीज मतलब ऐसा, there are two conditions arises, that one will be completely sludge, that will be goes to the sludge treatment, and well there is some chances that आपका जो sludge रह गया it needs to be recycled, तो वो दोबारा से रिटर्न होगा activated sludge की तरफ, और there will be other unit जो कि उस उस recycled sludge को वापस लेके जाएगा बायोरिएक्टर में, and again the whole mechanism will take place. So it works on the membrane filtration process, and this is about the membrane filter. And the anaerobic treatment, as the word anaerobic means in the absence of the oxygen, how this biotechnology technique helps us to treat the sewage treatment, while anaerobic treatment involves the function of microorganisms in the absence of the air. No air means no oxygen, and the anaerobic microbes will be working in the absence of oxygen. It's a complex process that further help in digestion of nutrient waste as well, digestion of the nutrient waste. Okay, exactly. When you're talking about the water must have some toxic nutrients. That toxic nutrients must be digested, and in that case the anaerobic treatment is very useful in that situation. Also the byproducts of the process, like yes, जब भी अच्छा ये बात भी याद है कि these all are taking place in properly container process, which are termed as bioreactors. तो byproducts are basically a waste product. जब भी एक treatment होता है, whenever a treatment take place, तो उसमें byproducts भी बनते हैं, प्यूरिफिकेशन चीज भी आपको मिलती है, आपका प्रोडक्ट भी आपको मिलता है, और इसके अलावा जो भी स्लश भी मिलता है. तो वो बाय प्रोडक्ट्स भी हजारस होते हैं, उसके लिए भी कुछ ऐसे माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म मौजूद होते हैं that basically help in forming, in converting those into an organic matter like a biogas, you can say. So byproducts of the process include carbon dioxide and methane, which helps in forming the biogas. तो वो एक यूजफुल बन गया आपके लिए, ठीक है. Like you can see here, this is your organic pollution, could be organic pollution, and that with the help of anaerobic microorganism, you are converting your waste into a biogas. Or a biogas to आपके लिए useful है. So you can say that there are this all because of the biotechnology. And latest advancement, what is the latest advancement in the biotechnology? Well, the latest advancement in the biotechnology field enable the generation of electric current using sewage. You can see here that with the help of a sewage, you cannot आप सिर्फ क्लीन नहीं करे सीवेज को, आपको बायोटेक्नोलॉजी ने सिर्फ क्लीनिंग प्रोसीजर नहीं दिया, बल्कि it also enable the generation of electric current using sewage. How is that possible? When the microbes degrade organic waste through the oxidation process, it develops electrons and it is used to produce the current. Obviously, electrons can. The flow of current, the flow of electron is current. So when the microbe degrade organic waste through the oxidation process, the process through oxidation, so it involves electron or develop electron, and that is used to produce the current as well. So you can see benefits क्या आपको दे रहा है biotechnology आपको. So biotechnology in sewage treatment is cost effective when compared to traditional method, and affluently quality is enhanced as well. So you can see that आपको ये sewage treatment में it's a very cost effective, as well as the quality that you get is very enhanced as well. मतलब बहुत the purification is extra purification. Okay, you extra purified होता है. You can say 100% अगर ना तो 99% तो वो purify मिलेगा आपको आपका sewage. It protects the environment and the public from the harmful effect of releasing the unfiltered effluent. Effluent is basically what the raw material you can say, okay, and also it allows the reuse of the waste and the energy source. You can see how the biotechnology is benefiting us. Like you can say that it protect the environment. Why? Because we are using microorganism. हम कोई chemicals का use नहीं करें, हम microorganisms का use करें. वो microorganism chambers में रह के they are अपनी growth खुद करके indirectly क्या कर रहे हैं कि वो ग्रोथ वो एक ट्रीटमेंट आपको दे रहे हैं, आपको सीवेज की ट्रीटमेंट कर रहे हैं, आपको वाटर आपको प्योरीफाई करके दे रहे हैं. यू आर नॉट यूजिंग एनी केमिकल इन दैट सिचुएशन. सो अगेन benefits environment. Well, Organica Biotech is one of the leading companies with advanced solution for the sewage treatment. This is a company that is basically, advanced solution for the sewage treatment. Now, based on biotechnology, CLEANMAXS STP is a consortium of highly adaptable natural microbes that degrades high organic loads of waste effectively. Now, what is CLEANMAXS STP? अच्छा जी, अगर हम बायोटेक्नोलॉजी के रूल्स के अकॉर्डिंग चलें तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग CLEANMAXS STP, this is basically a product that is basically very highly adaptable natural microbe that consists of microbes that degrade high organic loads of the waste effectively. Let me show you the CLEANMAXS जो है वो STP, but before let me complete this line. Like it boosts the biological treatment process in sewage plants as well. Like if you're adding this product into your treatment process, it basically boosts the biological treatment process in sewage plants. Thus, you can use CLEANMAXS STP for maintaining the sewage treatment plant's performance. Let me show you this. You can see this is the CLEANMAXS fog. ये सब packets में आता है, and you can see here the term written. Wait, let me. Okay. Okay, so you can see here the culture of microorganism is written. This is a culture of microorganism. You can use this into our sewage plant for the treatment of your, for the sewage. And अगर आप इसको देखिए, this is a CLEANMAXS fog. Okay, and that is like what a culture. This is also a culture of microorganism, which is effective degradation of अब आपके water में सिर्फ और सिर्फ अब ये तो नहीं कह सकते कि you have this chemical. You must have fats, you must have oil, you must have greases. If you're using this culture of microorganism, that is associated with the CLEANMAXS fog, then it means that they are basically very helpful for the purification purposes. And this is basically just company का है वो Organica Biotech again, and that is very helpful in case of that situation. So this is all about the thank you so much, and this is all about the wastewater treatment at all, and thank you so much.